Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's rendition of the Rapcast. I'm your host, Lucian Barrows, and the Who's and What's It to my left is Load Failure 404, and you better go check out yourself in the mirror because I'm pretty sure you got something stuck in your teeth. Check that out. Do it. Anyway, so... Nada? That's good.
Yeah. I'm not sure
once.
that I'm even here.
I knew a Nada once.
Like,
she was kind of in and out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a bit. Anyway, so yeah.
How about you?
I'm alive and kicking and doing stuff and things here and there.
Who are you kicking?
Myself mostly.
You know what? I seen a patent where there's a patent on a kicking device.
Because for those who are too lazy to use your own damn feet.
Yeah. No, you would bend over. And you would actually pedal, it wasn't a pedal, it was like you would go like this, and because you're bent over, it was kind of like a wheel on the other side, and it actually had arms with the feet, and it would actually...
Arms with feet, that's it.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
So somebody invented a machine for you to kick your own ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
I sadly see that being marketable. I won't buy one. Okay, I might buy one, but only to force and shame other people to use it.
I think that's why the guy there's not one built, but there's a patent for it.
Right, and it seems feasible you could actually get it built, but it doesn't seem that hard. But still, they could only buy something like that to actually force people to use it so that it could shame them even more. So...
apparently it's for your amusement and spectators' amusement. So apparently they want onlookers to watch you getting your ass kicked.
I think we could make a new sport out of that.
I know, right?
Kind of feel like it'd be something in the Special Olympics, but
it would definitely be special.
That's for sure.
Woo!
I mean, if you use that, your ass would hurt more than usual, wouldn't it?
I don't. Oh, shut up.
It's a gay joke.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get that. It just,
I know, just like all dicks that flew into... Never mind.
Hey!
Anyway, so it's been a little bit longer
than we wanted.
Yeah. A lot of that was whether your work schedule changed some, so...
Yes. So, I now semi have a life. Or
sort of, kind of. What he thinks is a life.
Yeah, well, it's more of a life than what I had.
Right. So, usually we record on Sunday nights, evenings, afternoons, whatever,
Yeah.
Depending on when we get together on that day. But because of your work schedule, we can't so much because you have to work every Sunday now.
Yep.
So...
But,
tonight it's Friday.
Woo!
And, so we're going to start doing it on Fridays now. And, also important, important. You may have noticed that we're doing something a little bit different. We're going with minimalist.
Yes. Very minimalist.
It's very chic. It's in these days because things at the shop are being rearranged.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
Yeah. Hopefully we're gonna have a little bit more room.
Right.
To kind of sprawl out. It's gonna have more of a homey feel almost.
I like that.
I mean, we were kind of having that anyway, but we may actually be getting a couch out there.
Oh yes.
So
I like the chair I usually use, but a couch would be nice too.
Right.
Be careful, I might fall asleep sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, as many people as we seem to be getting.
Right.
And
I mean, yeah, we're back down to 2 tonight, but it's like we've got
John, Michelle, and
number 4 here. We've got 5 people right now that are kind of working with or for the company or as the company. However.
We are our own company.
Maybe one of these days we can
enjoy our own company.
Maybe one of these days we can get number 9 back on with us, which would be pretty cool too. So that's a good thing. But for now, we're using this set. It's a backup set that we're going to be using for some other things. To come, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
And so...
hopefully you'll come.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I have. There's a reason why this thing is white. The sheet was black when we got it.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry.
It took a lot.
Yeah. So, also occasionally, if they're out the night, or throughout this podcast, we might have a special guest. That special guest is my dog, Lucy, because she's, not content sitting anywhere else right now except for at my feet for some reason because we're trying to record, I guess. So we're trying to do something so she's in the way.
Well,
and now she's walking away. So that's kind of, it is what it is. So, and my cat Salem might show up too.
Meow.
Because he likes crawling on me and he's fat. So I will hoof when he crawls on me, I guarantee it. That aside, yeah, but also, we've been delayed with doing this because of weather and just resetting schedules and stuff like that. We had number 9 with us last weekend and we hadn't seen him for like a month, so we were just hanging out.
Yep.
So we're going to try to get back into the swing of things as best as we can and try to start bringing out the podcast more and more. And yeah, even though I know y'all think we suck probably, but whatever.
Well, yeah, but
we do,
but we suck in a fun way.
Right, it's kind of like, being gay. You suck in a fun way, but we're not gay.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Wait. What?
What?
Huh?
Huh? What? No. Anyway, so let's move on a little bit to the normal routine, I suppose. There's actually a lot
Bend over and I'll kick your ass?
No, not that.
No. Oh.
There's actually a lot of entertainment stuff that's been going on the past, sorry, number 4 is off camera doing shit. Okay. There's been a lot of entertainment news that's gone on. It's just the only problem is I forgot to write any of it down, so I don't remember most of it. So
see, and that's why we have these.
Yeah, I know. I'm lazy too, so.
Okay. I forgive you.
It's okay. Most of it will pop in and out of my head throughout the night, and I'll bring up something here and there. I'll just
you may want to use cotton balls. That way
I figure if it falls on the floor, I can see it.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
So it should work just fine.
Okay.
But there is one important thing. I know we've talked about. We both have this habit right now. I just realized we're both swinging back and forth.
I love these chairs.
Seriously, these chairs are like the tackiest color I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, but they're comfortable.
But we bought 4 for like $5 a few years ago at a garage sale, and so it's nice to see them actually getting some use and being tacky on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
They're leather. They're nice. They're comfy too. They really are. So the wheels started falling off them almost instantaneously, but they're still nice. They're old. What do you expect? But anyway, swaying and chairs aside, one of the big pieces of news for Marvel and Disney right now is that we've talked about the idea of like Sony and Fox, because Sony owns Spider-Man and Fox owns X-Men and Fantastic Four. We talked about the other 2 companies getting their heads out of their asses and starting to work with Marvel and Disney. Right. Well, it turns out Sony decided to jump on that bandwagon.
Wow. Congratulations, Sony.
Yeah. So, they're going to be rebooting the Spider-Man series again.
Wow.
That's probably going to come a few years from now.
Hopefully.
And
they're
they're gonna be looking for an actor that ages better than the current Spider-Man that they've had. Because, usually Peter Parker's a younger guy,
right?
Because in most series and comic books and all that stuff, he's still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So they need someone that's gonna keep a youthful appearance, kind of thing. Like what's his face? The first guy that did the Spider-Man trilogy years ago. He did a good job.
Number 4.
No. Topher Grayson, that was his name. He did a good job at aging well. He didn't didn't age out of the role, kind of thing. So, but apparently the guy that they have now is kind of aging out of the role. I don't know. I haven't seen the movies, so I don't have much to say about him. But they are talking about rebooting it a few years from now. But the fun part is that they'll actually be working with Marvel more on some of the stuff for the movie. So
that'd be good.
We might get to, maybe if we're lucky, see some crossovers here. You never know. We might see Iron Man in a Spider-Man movie. So maybe it'll just be Tony Stark, Iron Man,
still.
But we'll be able to see those kind of things.
It'd be very nice.
And it has been confirmed that we are going to see Spider-Man in the next Captain America movie.
What?
If only for a small part, he will be in Captain America Civil War.
No.
So
That is awesome.
I'm not a big Spider-Man fan, but I know he was kind of a big part of the Civil War storyline.
Well, yeah.
So I figured it'd be nice to actually see him in the movie. So I know a lot of people are probably happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as things with like DC goes, they're doing, their TV shows with the CW. Arrow Season 3 and Flash Season 1 have been back and in action and all that, and they've done some pretty cool things. I know on The Flash, they weren't originally going to be bringing in this one villain because of just the CG work that it was going to take. But apparently, they got the go-ahead from the studios to actually bring him in.
Really?
So they're going to be having this one. They're going to be having. It's kind of Flash's main villain. Well, one of his main villains, besides the two different Reverse Flashes that exist. But
Thunder?
No, Gorilla Grodd. He is a gorilla that was experimented on and gained a mass amount of intelligence, and he becomes fully sentient, can speak and all that stuff.
Oh, kind of like Caesar.
Yeah, kind of. Only he's actually a lot more fluent and intelligent than that. Like he's.
I don't know. Caesar was pretty damn smart.
Caesar was smart, but Gorilla Grodd is at genius level IQ.
Oh, okay.
So
number 4 IQ. Gotcha.
Thereabouts, probably, and probably just as maniacal. Hence why he's a villain. I believe that. But hence why he's a villain. So we're gonna have Gorilla Grodd. He's probably gonna be one of the big villains towards the end of the season. We still got a few episodes left. No, wait. Actually, we've got plenty of episodes left. They are gonna go to 23 episodes, and they just did episode 13. So
wow.
I know there's gonna be some spin-off shows. There's gonna be this one isn't so much of a spin-off. It's just another DC show called Vixen, but it's gonna be based off. It's gonna be based off
Cupid.
No, she was in. She was already in Arrow. There was a character called Cupid, and she.
Wait, what?
She already had her episode in Arrow. She's supposed to be probably coming back as a member of the Suicide Squad. So.
Man, that's killer.
I don't know if that's a thing. Killer. I don't know. I would like to say
Suicide Squad killer. Right. Oh God,
yeah,
really?
No. Yeah, no. I was still going on the idea of I don't know if there's a character called Killer in any of the companies. So
see what I have to work with?
You never know, right?
Right, no.
I already stopped you on the Cupid one, so I figured I'd see if I could try to stop you on the next one.
Yeah, that was, no.
Yeah. But yeah, Suicide Squad, it says they've got that. She might be on the Suicide Squad. I think there's supposed to be a Suicide Squad spin-off TV series at some point. That's not going to be connected to the Suicide Squad movie at all, which the lead actor who's going to play, I think it was Sergeant Rick Flag, in the Suicide Squad movie, he backed out of the project. So now they're still looking for a new Rick Flag. So that's, another part of the news.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, Vixen is going to be another DC show, but it's going to be done as a cartoon this time.
Oh.
So it's not going to be really much in the way of, you might get to see Arrow and Flash in there somewhere, something along the lines, but it's not going to be, the same as the Arrow being on Flash and vice versa. There is talks of a Atom spinoff because there's the superhero character Atom who has been more or less introduced on Arrow. He's still building up. Atom originally, he's one of those people that accidentally gains superpowers. He can shrink, grow, deal with nuclear stuff. I think I don't know the whole thing about the Atom, but he's an alright character. But
that's explosive.
And he kind of gets super strength too. And I'm just gonna keep going past your pun.
Come on.
But yeah, he's also got some super strength too and all that stuff. So he's an alright character. They're not probably gonna make him shrink and grow in the series, but he's getting his own spinoff. It's just he's not gonna be quite the same. He doesn't have superpowers. He's gonna be, for the time being. As far as we know, he's going to be rocking an exosuit kind of thing.
Oh, fun.
So he's getting his own spin-off. There's talks of, there's another character that's been on The Flash called Firestorm. There's talks of him getting his own spin-off series as well. So DC and the CW are really trying to, kick the DC universe into high gear there.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. They brought Marvel. Or Marvel's done, like we've said before, they've done a great job kicking their universe into high gear. So it's actually kind of, even though I'm not really a DC guy,
Right.
you know, it's nice to see that the DC universe is at least getting kicked into gear.
And I can agree too. I've never really been much of a DC guy. Like I've watched his Justice League cartoons or whatever before, but it's just never been my thing per se. I've just never been a big fan of like Superman. I love Batman. But Superman, it's like, oh my god, he's this constantly powerful guy. Dude's OP. Mad Hatter.
Well, me and one girl at work, we go back and forth. I give her shit because she's diehard Batman, and me, I'm diehard Iron Man. And she's like, dude, no, dude, Batman. And I'm like, no.
I think Batman would win.
And I'm like, well, what about Superman? And she goes, Batman.
Batman would win.
I actually can see that.
In some series and things like that, I know I said this before in the podcast, but in some series and comic books and things like that, when Batman's part of the Justice League, he does have contingency plans for if any member ever goes rogue and becomes a bad guy. He has contingency plans for everybody on how to take him down. So, and that's why Batman can beat Iron Man. Iron Man, Tony Stark is just as smart as Batman is. I'll give him that. And there's a lot about both characters that are very similar. The only difference is Batman is a tactician. Iron Man is an egoist hero, and Batman is a tactician. Batman will be able to outthink Iron Man quick enough to be able to defeat him.
Yeah, but I don't think Iron Man that Batman can outthink Jarvis. I mean,
it's a possibility. Then again, it is Batman.
It's
really
true.
Smart.
Yeah,
so
it's true, very true. The whole thing came up when I was telling her about the Comic-Con coming up on March 15th.
Right.
Or that for that entire week. It's over in we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it on the last podcast.
Yeah, I'm recalling what we talked about, so I don't repeat myself. So if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to know, go watch the last podcast.
Yeah. It was fun. It was.
It was.
So
I laughed a lot.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to that convention or not. I'd like to, but there's some personal things going on that might make it a little bit difficult. So and money. I ain't got none of that. So.
Well,
and it's February, and that's coming up in March. So it's kind of. Oh, by the way, this may come late, but Happy Valentine's Day, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, Happy Valentine's Day, ladies. I love you.
Guys, sorry you got dragged to 50 Shades of Grey.
But hopefully you got some afterwards. Just remember, guys, tell your ladies that if you go see this movie, that you're trying some of it.
At least try to weasel in the deal. Like, start with you're trying some of it, and if they say no, you just try to weasel in. All right, I'll only try one thing from it, but I get to pick.
And then break her ass.
Right. And you can do that anyway. It doesn't have to be anal.
Well, yeah.
I mean, still.
But anal's fun.
I'm sure it's the second pussy. That's all it is.
Exactly.
Just remember, #DuhButtSex, baby.
Duh butt sex, baby.
Duh butt sex, baby. So, let's see. Other entertainment news.
It's really fun running a day on 2.5 hours of sleep.
Oh, I know that feeling. It blows. It blows. I almost did that today, too. But I decided to say fucking go back to bed. So.
Yeah, I got home about 7. Fell asleep about 7:30. And then woke up. No, 8. And then I woke up about 10:30.
Not bad. Yeah.
And then I went out and ran errands all day because, everything is gonna be kind of closed where I need to go.
Right.
For the weekend, so,
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day, yeah.
All I can say is this. Fuck Valentine's Day.
Thank you! And you want to know why? I double say fuck Valentine's Day because that's the anniversary of when I proposed to my ex-fiance.
The harlot. Yeah. Well, okay. First of all, since it's going to be Valentine's Day, this will be late, but consider these for next year. Never propose on Valentine's Day.
Yes. I strongly recommend this.
Statistically speaking, from what I understand, it usually causes things to end badly.
Yo! I can't attest to that.
He's a walking fucking relationship statistic at this point.
Right. Right now it goes.
You know, if you're gonna move in with each other before you're married, don't do it too soon.
Yep.
And if you're in a long distance relationship, don't expect one person to, you know, too soon pick up their life and move to be part of yours. Don't be a load failure, folks.
Shit happened and shit went wrong. What the fuck?
Of course, it could be worse. You could be me. You could have not had a relationship for a long fucking time. My last relationship lasted 3 months, and that was long enough that I can't remember, and if I can, I don't feel like it.
Is Stumper mooning us? I can't decide.
No, I think he's going through some stuff in the back.
Oh, okay.
Don't mind that. But yeah, so I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, so I don't celebrate Valentine's Day really that much. I know my mom tries to usually get me something, and then I groan, and then I accept it, because why not? This year I'm expecting her to... She had said she was going to try to make a cake, so, which, for anybody who's heard about it, my mom, well, it's a family thing. It gets passed down. It's chocolate mayonnaise cake. It's our local family's favorite cake, because it's great. I know what you're thinking, ew, fucking mayonnaise in a cake, but god dang, it's delicious. It really
I've not tried it,
well,
but I am open to trying.
It's a good cake. You don't really taste the mayonnaise.
Really?
It gives it an extra kind of little zip to it. That's all. It's great. But yeah, she's talking about maybe making it. I think I'll give her a call after we're done here and see if she's going to, because I know I was going to go over and do Pathfinder tomorrow, so
nice.
I might steal half a cake.
Oh boy.
And bring it over. And not tell everybody who's there what kind of cake it is. So, he wrote something on some cardboard, but I cannot read it because of the lighting.
Yeah, the lighting hurts my eyes.
Let's see here.
Oh,
okay, he looked it up for me. Apparently it's been 50 years since I've been in a relationship. Thanks.
sounds about right.
I'm 30! I time traveled.
So, -20. Got it.
I time traveled to 20 years before I was born. Had a relationship.
He's his own grandpa.
No, I'd have to go further back for that.
Not really.
Actually, yeah, kind of. But let's see here. I traveled back 20 years before I was born, and had a relationship, broke up, and then came back to present time, and then probably ran into my ex somewhere and found out that she's old and wrinkly and shit, and think for a split second, man, did I dodge a bullet before I realized
in other words, stuff happened, shit went wrong.
That's life.
Yeah.
So.
Yay!
So, huzzah! Anyway, let's see. Is there anything more entertainment-wise? We've got.
I got a little bit of news. Justin Lin, I think Lin is gonna be directing Star Trek 3.
Who the fuck is Justin Lin?
He directed.
Also better than J.J. Abrams anyway. So I don't care. I'm just curious.
Shit! I don't even. I thought I put a link in here.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Here. Justin Lin?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see what I can find here. Actually, you know what? I'll let him look. Other movies. I know we've got what is it? Jupiter Rising or
Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending, right? That's it. That movie was pretty good. I've been hearing about it for honestly a year now.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that same trailer that's probably shown on TV and on YouTube a year ago. I don't know what happened, but yeah. There was also another movie that's I think out now, or should be coming out soon. That was its production got delayed for some reason.
Oh, Fast
Seven
and
Son?
Furious 6.
Okay, good enough.
I was like, something that I've gone, yes.
But
that's what it was.
But yeah, the Seventh Son movie that got delayed several months ago in the first place, and now it's finally been released or getting released or whatever. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't go to the movies enough, so it's kind of disappointing. Though I am still heavily looking forward to the Avengers 2. We've got Ant-Man coming out. That should be interesting.
Oh yeah.
I might still go see it in theaters just because, Like I've seen most of the Marvel movies in theaters. I never got a chance to go see Guardians of the Galaxy in the theaters because I don't want to go. I don't like going to the movies alone.
Right.
And I'd sit there and try to make plans. Everybody's like, yeah, we got to go sometime. We'll check it out. Then everybody fucking goes without telling me. So I just waited till it came out on. Oh no, I didn't even wait till it came out on DVD. I found another way to watch it, but I'm not going to go into that.
Right.
And then now in all fairness, I own a copy, so there. Deal with it. I paid for it.
Oh boy.
You got my money anyway. But yeah, actually I got the version with the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital download, so that I can have the digital download too. My brother bought it, but that's one of the things. If I got the digital, I'll get the others eventually too. So good movie. I was happy to see it, but yeah. That keeps happening, so I'm not making plans for movies with anybody anymore, because fuck that.
Well, I know I kept making plans, trying to make plans with you guys to go see movies, but my schedule and your guys' schedule kept...
Well, yeah, it's just part of the problem anymore. It seems like when somebody says, we need to all go see this together, that's the only planning phase that I ever get in the loop on, and then it's like, hey, did you guys get to see that movie yet? No. Because I thought we were all going to fucking go together. So...
Yeah.
It happens.
Well,
it happens, but we did get to go see the third Hobbit movie together, which was nice. That was fun.
I never... Wait.
Yeah, you went with us.
Oh, that's the second... I'm like, wait, there's one I haven't seen. Yeah, second one I haven't seen.
And honestly, if I'd known that beforehand, I would have made sure to have found a copy for you. I think number 4 has a copy.
Yeah,
he
told me about that a while back, and I just never got back to him. I know, right?
Still, the second one's good too. Isn't that the one with the Barrel Rider part in it? Yeah, that was Barrel Rider.
Yeah.
Watch it sometime, you'll love it.
Somebody looked at me and they're like, you missed the big point of the entire series. Good job.
Kinda, yeah, because from what I understood, is number 3 was basically 15 pages thrown into a 2.5 hour long movie.
Yeah.
It could have gone without, pretty much.
And then I had somebody tell me that the book is actually way different than the movie because it's a collection of writings or whatever.
Right. I don't know about that, but I do know that there are definitely some parts where the book and the movie, because, well, for starters, Legolas and the other elf lady weren't supposed to be in the movie at all.
Yeah, that's...
They were not a part of it. They were not a part of the book or anything. But
yeah, that's what I was told. I'm like, really?
I was like, hey, let's just throw in the fucking elves. Okay, cool. Legolas has some great scenes, but it's shouldn't have had that scene, or that scene, or that scene. That scene, it looked like we were playing a video game, just platforming, it's like Mario all over again, but with better graphics, so.
Oh, yeah.
But still, there were, for what they were, if you go in watching them without any knowledge of the books and anybody telling you anything about the books and how this is wrong and this is wrong, they're good movies. You know, it's like when I first watched the first 3 Lord of the Rings movies, I had never read any of the books, didn't hear much of anything about the books, just watched the movies finally. And I was like, hey, these are good fucking movies.
Yeah.
You know, and then when The Hobbit came around, you know, we have a friend who actually has read the books, and a couple friends actually, and they were complaining, well, this wasn't in the book and this wasn't in the book. Like, I don't care, I just want to go see a good movie. And I was right, they're good movies if you don't take in, you know, consideration of what was and wasn't in the book.
Right, right.
Movie, so.
Well, and then what was it? Like, I never got into the Lord of the Rings because I had an ex-girlfriend that wanted to start me off with, I think, like the second movie or third movie, or so I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah, that's a problem.
All that it was the movie started out where they were in this pasture or something,
right?
And I'm going, what in the fuck?
Yeah, no, that doesn't even begin to explain the first movie. There is a lot that happened in that you know is pertinent to the second and third, and whoever showed you that was a moron, saying that second is where it really starts. That's the first movie. First of all, the first movie for every series, trilogy, or whatever, you know, the first movie is always important because it establishes a lot of the characters.
Yep.
Unless this sequel and sequel to the sequel or whatever don't have any of the original characters in there per se, then, but usually they do.
Right.
So they're usually pertinent to some degree that you watch the first movie. It's like Fast and the Furious. Would you completely understand where Dom and Brian's relationships are with each other if you hadn't seen the first one?
Nope.
You just know, hey, these guys are pretty good friends, and now these guys are enemies, and now it's just a lot of shit going on. Actually, no. By the time you would have seen them back together again, it would have been a number 4, and they would have been kind of not happy with each other.
Yep.
But you wouldn't know why if you didn't watch the first movie. Because, first of all, the second movie doesn't actually tell you anything about it. The third movie is technically Tokyo Drift, so that doesn't tell you much about it either.
Right, and like, when I seen Tokyo Drift, I'm going, what in the hell is going on? Where did everybody go?
Actually, that's a funny thing, is if you watch Tokyo Drift without watching even the first Fast and the Furious movie, when at the very end, when Dom finally makes an appearance, you wouldn't know who the fuck he is. You think, oh, hey, look, it's Vin Diesel. What's the point?
Right.
Why is he at the very end of this movie? Because if you didn't know that the first 2 Fast and the Furious existed, it's just Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. There's no number 3 attached or anything like that. It just is what it is. So you'd go in thinking, why is Vin Diesel at the very end?
Right.
I guess there's going to be a sequel involving him. Okay.
And then, like, what is it, number 6? Wait, number 6 isn't out yet, or
no,
is that
number
7?
Yeah, number 7.
Yeah. Yeah, number 6, though, you know, at the end of that, you know.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, at the end of that, they go right back to Tokyo Drift.
Right.
And they show the car blowing up. You know, and the guy makes the phone call to Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell, man?
Oh, okay.
That explains why you died. Got it.
Right. Like, okay. And also, you know, it's like in number 6, it explains a few things. Like, oh, well, that's why, you know, that hot chick that the Asian dude was hooking up with isn't in Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift anywhere. Like, because... Right, she's gone. But, you know, it makes me wonder if they ever actually went looking for the body, but I'm assuming they did.
I would assume they did.
So...
I was sad about that.
Yeah, she was hot. She is the one that's supposed to be playing Wonder Woman in the Batman vs Superman movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yep.
Yep, she'll do well.
Uh-huh. She'll be a hot Wonder Woman.
Oh, absolutely.
Gosh, she'll be hot anything, man.
Well, I'd be disappointed if they didn't have a hot Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I have my complaints about Wonder Woman, though.
Huh?
I have my complaints about Wonder Woman in general, though. She's not a very interesting superhero, per se. She's kind of boring.
As long as they make her interesting to look at.
Yeah, I find that fair enough. But anyway, we've got some news.
Oh, yeah.
For the record, I was staring at his notepad, not his crotch. I can do better.
See, you can do better. He can get a bigger notepad.
Yeah. I can get a notebook. What? Recognize. So I'll let you...
Tablet. Mine runs better.
Mine fits in my pocket.
Mine can run Killing Floor.
Mine's outdated because it was free, so I don't complain.
I'm not complaining about mine either. But
I'm complaining about yours.
But I still want to get a Surface Pro 3. Primarily because I think they're just sweet. But if I get one, it will have to be the best one. Because if I'm gonna do it, I may as well do it right?
Seems fair.
Alright, what do we got? Whoa, this is doing new weird things. Stop that. Okay. Oh, God. News-wise, well, I took this toward the end of the year, or the beginning of the year, I should say. Some interesting facts was that in 2014, Apple made up 1% of digital payments in I think the U.S. If I remember correctly.
Don't look at me, I didn't see
And
it.
I know I'm looking that way, but I'm actually trying to remember. And then Google Wallet made up 4% of what was taken in for the year. So digital payments are really the thing. I mean, it's kind of the more secure route anyway, in my opinion.
I heard from a very reliable source that apparently Microsoft is seriously considering charging for their OS, right? They're charging for their OS.
Oh, really?
System. Yeah, like a yearly payment.
Yeah, they are.
It's like
it's a free upgrade, and then but you are right. It's gonna be a subscription-based service,
that's stupid.
just like the 360
for Xbox Live in general,
and Xbox Live and all that. You know, which I agree is completely stupid.
Yeah.
Which will definitely make a lot of people angry and possibly look at getting other things.
Like,
so, I mean they're gonna, not only are consumers gonna be fairly upset about it, but businesses too.
Oh yeah.
Because
think of how much that would cost some businesses on a yearly basis for like a IT department or something.
Oh,
for an IT company, you know.
Right.
Hey, we have we have 100 computers. That's what our business is, and now we have to pay a yearly fee,
which is probably $100 or more,
right,
for the OS.
So it's stupid. It's Microsoft trying another stupid thing to make money or do whatever they feel is the right idea. Kind of like they did when they were first announcing the Xbox One. It's like, hey, we're going to do this stupid thing, and we're going to do this stupid thing, and we're going to do this stupid thing. And then the fans cry out and say, you're retarded, and then they retract it.
Hi!
Lucy appeared.
Hi!
I knew she'd show up. I knew it. I called it. Lucy.
Hi, baby.
Lucy, come on. I know you're beautiful.
Sorry.
You're beautiful.
I know, baby. I know.
You're a camera whore. I know it. So, get there. Be a good girl.
It's all good.
But
all good.
I just feel like, if they get through and are able to do this, that they're just going to start doing other, things that most people wouldn't like.
Well,
That's what it feels like. I mean, Microsoft is a good company.
Yeah.
They are a good company. They've, been doing a lot of good for the tech industry for years. And I'm a big fan of the Xbox. I love playing the Xbox. The Xbox, the original Xbox coming out helped innovate gaming a bit in its own rights, and the 360 and the One have done the same thing. We've had the Kinect because of them and things like that. So I really do appreciate what Microsoft does, but I just think that they need to, take a step back and look at what they're trying to do to people and how much it's going to cost them in the long run.
Especially like with the open source community,
right,
and whatever. you can get Red Hat Linux and get a full support thing
Right.
for Red Hat Linux for way less than what it would cost somebody to get Windows. And you know, you can fully customize Red Hat Linux, because you know, and also you can go and get OpenSUSE, which is another Linux distro. You know,
Right. Now it's. I think.
But like what you were saying though, you know, with Microsoft, they have done a lot of things to kind of revolutionize things.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I got a rip on them because it's there.
Right.
You know, they basically stole stuff from other companies. Novell. The same people that that made SUSE, they stole their Active Directory stuff, and said, "Oh well, we changed it just a little," and I mean it was a big court case, and because used to years ago, Novell and Microsoft were like this, you know. Their clients went on Windows and all that really easy, and everything worked really good. And then Microsoft said, "We're gonna cut you out and make our own stuff." And so Novell just said, "Oh, let's see how it is. I'm taking you to court," and rightly they should have.
I personally feel like Microsoft is kind of digging their own grave right now.
Yeah.
And I'd hate to see it happen because
I do
again,
too.
It's a good company. I like their products and all that stuff, but it's just what it looks like to me is that they're digging their own grave.
Yeah. Well, I just don't like the idea that when I like the idea of when I buy something, it's mine.
Right.
I'm not renting it. I am buying it. It is mine. I own it.
Absolutely.
You know? And like,
I mean, like I understand subscriptions. You know, some things it's fine. Xbox Live, I'm okay with that. You know,
well,
it's offering this service that I wouldn't normally have.
Right.
Without being a part of the Live member, that's fine. But with trying to make subscriptions for Windows, it's like, well, what's the point? I'm obviously not going to jump ship to a Windows 10 if I have to do a subscription.
Right. I'll keep you. I'll go back to using Windows 7.
If they don't do it for like Windows 8, I will stick to Windows 8 for as long as I can until it's not supported anymore, and then I'm going to switch to Linux at that point.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, if they eventually either put a subscription up for Windows 8 or weed out Windows 8 like they feasibly done with their other OSs and all that, then I will probably end up switching to Linux at that point.
Well,
so
to be fair,
it's free. I'm not gonna.
Well, not only that, but I mean, you can in theory do everything that a Windows computer can do on Linux.
Yeah. And I mean, sure, it might take a little bit of getting used to. It's like, I'm not big into what the computer can do, short of, can it allow me to play my games? I'm a gamer, through and through, so as long as I can play my games, add my mods to Minecraft and all that shit, I'm fine. It's, as long as it still runs basically the same way, I'll be absolutely fine with it. I won't jump to Mac anytime soon because I still have some issues with the way Mac runs some things, but...
Did you know that Apple actually makes more money than actually I think any hardware distributor?
I believe it, but I believe a lot of that probably comes from like iPhones.
But not just that; it's their hardware. Like,
well, no,
like how Microsoft is doing, making you subscribe to things and whatever.
Right.
It's with a Mac, even iPhone, iPad, whatever.
Right.
It's all it's all open source. Not open source, but it's all free software.
Right.
You know, so, you know, they're making their revenue on all the hardware. They're giving you the software for free. They're giving you the updates for free.
Yeah.
You know, granted, some of the programs are money, but think about it. You're getting, in my opinion, from what I've seen, some of it's an actual superior experience.
Right.
And like, don't get me wrong. I'm not turning into a Mac fanboy. You're not gonna see me with, you know,
right.
an iPhone.
You just appreciate certain
things. You know, and I just have kind of appreciated the way that they do business.
Right.
You know, and I'm kind of with you. There are things that they do that I don't quite agree with, but
in a business sense, they do a pretty good job, actually, so, and I'll give them credit for that, where it seems like Microsoft is faltering on that side of things a little bit. From what I keep hearing, it seems like they keep trying to figure out, like, we don't want to do this anymore, we want to do this, and they're trying to take the company in some direction. I just don't think they understand which direction they're trying to take it right now. I don't mind the idea of a company, you know, especially even a big company like Microsoft that's, you know, big and well set and well versed in what they do. I don't mind them saying, hey, we want to go in a new direction. It happens, you know. It sometimes just comes with whoever's CEO, you get new leadership there, and they decide we want to go with something different. But it just doesn't seem like the leadership at Microsoft knows what they want to do right now, and that's just causing, you know, chaos, at the very least, for its user base. So, that's how I feel about that. But what else do you got, good sir?
well, another thing that apparently Microsoft is stealing is stuff from Google search engine from their Bing. That's kind of funny. What's the matter, Microsoft? Can't your little Bingy work?
I'm sorry, I use Google a lot for a lot of things.
I love Google.
I'm
sorry.
Google is great for what I want to find. However, I am a frequent user of Bing as well, for one reason. And most people on Reddit or on the internet in general that do the same thing I do, they will tell you this. Bing is great for porn searches. It really is.
Not gonna lie with that.
Bing has some of the best porn search options out there. It's so easy to find what you're looking for. So when I want porn, I go Bing.
That is awesome. Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, so really, if this is right, then technically it's looking at Google, and you're actually getting the best search results from Google that's going to Bing.
Which means I'm just going to bypass and get rid of Bing. Now, the one good thing about Bing, other than the porn searches, is they do have reward point stuff.
Really?
So they've had it for a couple years, for probably about 4 years now, maybe 3 or 4. You sign in with your Microsoft account and all that because it's Microsoft. So
right.
And what you can do is you can rack up points through all your searches, and you can eventually redeem those points for either sweepstakes and giveaways and things like that, or some like Amazon gift cards. Now, granted, or like points or money or whatever towards your Xbox stuff, so you can like get some games off the Xbox Live and all that. But granted, you got to get a lot of points for some of that stuff. So being an avid searcher of porn is really handy, because then you can rack up your points. That's about all I use Bing for, and I haven't cashed in my points ever since I started, I think, except for maybe on a couple sweepstakes that I lost. But so yeah, I've got a bit of a buildup of points. Not anything grand. I've got like 1,000 or something. So you get like 1 or 2 points for every other search you do. So.
Oh boy.
And that's like 3 years of that. So, but I think one time they were giving away a Surface Pro 2, I think it was, when they were coming out.
Oh, nice.
I think that's kind of cool.
That is, actually.
I wanted to enter into that sweepstake, but But yeah, it's like I don't really use it much, but it is one of those kind of nice things. You know, it's like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
you can search with Bing and you can get rewards. I wouldn't mind seeing Google do that.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that they don't do that.
Yeah, honestly, like, you know, Google, if you by chance you're listening to us of all people, maybe, you know, if you guys say that Microsoft is ganking from your guys' shit, maybe you could do the same and gank from their idea pool.
Why not?
It's not a bad one.
Fair is fair, right, boys? On to other stuff, though. I've heard that Google is also planning on selling a wireless service.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
But selling wireless server, define that real quick, like.
I guess cell phones. And things
okay.
like that, you know. So I mean, hey, why not, right? I mean, we already have, you know. I mean, Android is already Google. We have a Google account. That it just makes sense. That's the next logical step. I mean, considering that they bought Motorola Mobile,
right,
and that kind of flopped, so they sold it to Lenovo. So it kind of makes sense that this would be the next thing that they would try wireless.
That'd be interesting, honestly. I kind of hope that they bring something around here. I wouldn't mind going and trading in and getting Google service, depending. I'm guessing that there's a good chance that it's probably going to be better than most.
Oh, yeah. Google, you know, I remember when they first came out. It was 96,
right,
I think, or something like that. And, you know, I'm thinking, okay, what is this, you know? And it just wasn't hardly anything but the name, you know.
Like,
just,
what's a Google?
Yeah. And
now I'm curious.
Yeah. And so you go to this and
Yahoo search Google.
Yeah, right. And it takes you to this thing where you type and you're going, the fuck is this? You know?
Just a simple page. What?
And now you can do services. You can even do your own webpage on there. You know, you can have your own email, like corporate email. $5 an account. You know, and you're like,
you got Google Docs.
Yeah,
and
you know,
they've got their own other file sharing thing.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those things, like, at this point, you know, it's come down to, you know, when you know Google is doing something, you know they're going to do it.
Yeah.
They may not do it completely right, but they're going to do it well enough that you're going to like it.
That's what I really admire about Google, is that they at least give it a good go.
Yeah.
You know.
They just kind of get it, you know, with what people want. They actually will apparently listen to people and the kind of things they'd like to have. So it's kind of nice, really. I do like Google. Yep.
And, like, I mean, I know we use it a lot for the stuff we do and all that. And
I mean, hell, let's face it, this podcast is going to be put up through a Google product. It's going to be on YouTube.
Yep.
So,
you know.
Well, it wasn't originally their product, but still, they had the good foresight of picking it up.
Oh, yeah.
Now, granted, I have had some issues with some of the YouTube layouts that they've let happen. But, you know, nobody's perfect, right? Whoops, we've got a down microphone.
Down microphone.
Man down, mic
Here,
down.
hold that.
I shall.
I have to fix this.
I have to hold his notes, which I don't what is... Let's see here. I can actually read this. Not bad.
Wow.
We've also got stuff about American Express laying off 4,000 people. That's kind of rough, especially since it's American Express.
Ruh-oh.
Ruh-roh. He broke it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so... so in other words, there's a lot of people getting laid off right now.
Yeah.
So we got American Express laying off about 4,000 people. Looks like eBay has laid off a bunch of people as well.
And Caterpillars...
Is that the actual number?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's 2,400 people.
If I remember that right.
So
and apparently Caterpillar's gonna be closing plants I know a lot of people that work for Caterpillar, family, friends, and it's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I already know they've been laying off people because of in the mining area. They're mining plants where they make mining equipment and whatever.
Right.
Just because it's not in big demand, and yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Indeed.
And sad news, other than layoffs and things like that, we have ISIS, or as I like to call them, is. And well, they're being bungholes again.
Nothing new about that.
Yeah, I know. They deserve what has happened to them, and worse, in my opinion, and probably a lot of other people's opinion. Well, they killed the Japanese hostages. Japan surprisingly hasn't done anything about that. I actually was very, very sad to see them not do anything about that. But there was a pilot from Jordan that got burned at the stake. Oh my God! And no, I would not watch that video, just like all the others. Number one, because why? Number two, respect for the family. I like what Jordan did. Their response was send their Air Force in, bomb the fuck out of them. Good. You go, you bomb the fuck out of them, get them gone.
Black Rage!
Well, I mean, come on.
No, I know. I just want.
I know, but
I just couldn't help it.
No,
the thing
but
that came in my mind was chasing Amy.
And then apparently ISIS made another enemy. Anonymous.
They make enemies like good people make friends.
Yeah.
So,
and
they make enemies like number 4 does.
Yeah, really. I was gonna say. And Anonymous is, oh God, they've taken down hundreds of their Facebook accounts and hundreds of their Twitter accounts just because they're like, hey, you're using our internet to do this shit. We're taking you down. They literally said, if I don't think I'm quoting this quite right, but basically they equated ISIS to a virus, and they were the exterminators.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think. Michael Moore just being a little bitch.
What's he bitching about this time?
American Sniper.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, same here. Michael Moore, if he wants to be a fucking little communist, go over there. My guy, you can leave. I don't give a shit. Bye-bye.
I agree.
I'll pack your fucking bags.
I kind of agree. I used to like Michael Moore back when I was younger and dumber, and then I, actually started thinking, and oh wait, no, this guy's a jackass.
How did it feel to start thinking? There's
a tingling sensation, followed with a little bit of a burning feeling, and just
that might be the clap.
No, then there was absolute pleasure after that. So, the burning went away. It's fine. Yeah, no,
Wait.
I think it was the gears starting to grind, and that's what it was.
Yeah, you need to use more lube.
Yeah. I've never had that suggestion, but okay.
Hey, I mean, you gotta grease the gears.
Right,
Come on.
But anyway, I used to like Michael Moore and all. I thought he was, this interesting guy, and then I realized, you know what? He's a fucking jackass. He's just some asshole that just wants attention like the rest of us.
Yeah.
And instead of, making a stupid podcast, he makes stupid documentaries that nobody likes. And
just go, really?
And
really,
nobody wants to watch anymore. He overstayed his welcome in the movie community. So
yeah, he did. The before the first documentary was done, it was overstayed.
Now,
boy.
Bowling for Columbine wasn't that bad. It had its interesting parts, no doubt. But yeah. Anyway, anything else actually good?
No.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we can do some Ask Reddit stuff.
Maybe.
No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. Jeez, come on, guys.
Hang on, you do that. I got an interesting story though.
Okay, you tell your story. I'm gonna ignore it.
So, okay, cool. So, this Obama crap, right, that we're being forced to get into, or you're gonna get boned out of a percentage of your wage. Yeah, if you guys haven't done that, I guess you gotta do that, so go do it. Here's something I found out. I didn't realize how bad, I knew it was bad, how bad, it was gonna be bad on how businesses got boned and whatever. But apparently they get really boned for each individual who doesn't have insurance through them and are on this Obama thing. So yeah, I don't know. It was really weird. I was trying to take care of some stuff, and like it just was making me wanted, yeah, not. It was making me very not happy, and yeah, I cannot wait to see this shit repealed, because it is not what we thought it was gonna be at all. Like I was like, oh well, they're gonna use part of my money to do this. Well, it's my money anyway. That's fine. Well, apparently you can't be on this Obama thing if you can get it through your work or have your own policy. So it's basically like 9% of your income, or that, and they're like, oh well, if you're 9% of your income or something like that, and they're like, oh well, if it's more than 179 or something like that a month, then that, then they'll actually let you on it, because somehow in their little tweaky minds they think it's I don't know, unaffordable to you or whatever. I don't know. It's just my rant, because yeah, this whole thing kind of pissed me off a little bit today.
He does like to rant. That aside,
anyway,
unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's anything really good on Reddit to ask.
Aww.
It's kind of disappointing.
What about the one about the animal cussing?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
Let me find that real quick. I think that was up towards the top. So, if all animals could talk, which one would swear the most? That's a good question, honestly. I'm going to have to say cats. Because cats are assholes.
You know what? I'm kind of with you on that.
Plus, I can just imagine, that one jackass cat that finds out that humans also call them pussy cats, and they run around, hey, I'm a pussy!
Well, I tell you, though.
And that very deep, gruff voice.
Right.
Maybe with a New York accent.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I'm a pussy! I'm not good with those.
Great.
Yeah, so... But yeah, that's that. I think this is a good stopping point here. It probably comes up a little bit short from what we usually do, but that's okay, because Well, the one before the last podcast we did, we kind of ran really long, so
Yeah.
we got into having opinions and shit, and you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So,
But that's okay.
yeah, it's fine. So, you know, we're gonna try to get back to the normal schedule of trying to do this every other week and all that again, and you know, probably be starting to come out maybe on Fridays now, or it might still come out on Sundays still. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. So, and probably next time we'll have our regular set back instead of the white screen.
Well, hopefully
shame.
we'll have a new set.
Right. Well, yeah,
Or
new-ish set.
New-ish.
Instead of the white screen of shame, because, you know, like I said, it used to be black. But yeah, so we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Babies everywhere. Let's all have each other's and all that good shit. We love you, invisible people. And thanks for tuning in yet again.
Hashtag
And-
loads of love.
And come here.
Oh.
Lucy says bye.
Aw,
Lucy says bye bye.
baby.
Bye bye baby. Yeah.
She's
She
the
said bye.
little Wookiee that could.
Absolutely. Isn't she adorable? Bye.
Bye.